Hello everyone, welcome back to Science Free. The topic for today is division of polynomial by monomial. In this tutorial, we will be going through step by step how to solve and also how to always check if our answer is correct. For this question, we are asked to divide x squared plus 8x plus 18 into x plus 5. The first thing we want to do is to set up a housing and place the divisor, which is x plus 5, outside, and the dividend, which is x squared plus 8x plus 18, inside. If you remember how to do long division, this will not be so hard for you to understand after practicing a few times. From the first term inside the housing, which is x squared, we divide it by the first term outside the housing, which is x. X squared is simply x multiplying by itself 2 times. So if we divide x squared into x, one of the x at the top will cancel the x at the bottom, leaving only x, so that means x squared divides into x leaves only x. And the result we get, we always need to place it above to be in line with its like term, so we just place x over above 8x. So far we are doing great. We want to now multiply the result we get by the first term of the divisor. That is this x we got times this x. Multiplying a letter by itself 2 times will give us a result of it raising to the power of 2, which means square. So x times x gives x squared. We place our result x squared below this x squared to be in line with it. We now have to multiply x also by the second term of the divisor. That is x times positive 5. The result is 5x. Because it's a positive 5, we place a plus sign before and then place 5x below its like term. We can now draw a horizontal line and then subtract 5x from 8x leaves 3x. These 2x at the left will cancel each other. We want to now bring down 18, but also the plus sign. Dividing 3x into x will give only 3, because the x's will cancel each other. This 3 is positive, so we place a plus sign here and place 3 after to be in line with 18, because 3 and 18 are like terms. 3 times x gives 3x. 3 times positive 5 gives positive 15. We place a plus sign and then 15 after to be in line with 18. We want to now minus, so we draw a horizontal line below and minus 15 from 18. The result is 3. We are now finished. Always remember, the answer we got at the top is called the quotient. And the answer we got at the bottom, like when we minus 15 from 18, is called the remainder. In this next example, we will be finding the quotient and remainder, as well as know how to check if our answer is correct. We have x squared plus 21x plus 70, and we are asked to divide it into x plus 8. Again, we place the divisor outside the housing and the dividend inside. X squared divides into x leaves only x. We place x over at 21x to be in line with it. X times x gives x squared. X times positive 8 gives 8x. We place a plus sign before, then 8x after. We now have to draw a horizontal line and minus 8x from 21x. We get 13x when we minus. We now bring down this plus sign along with 70. 13x divides into x leaves 13, because the x's cancel each other. We place a plus sign, along with 13 over its like term. 13 times x gives 13x. 13 times positive 8 gives positive 104. So we place a plus sign, and then 104. Let's now minus. Because we are subtracting the opposite direction, in other words, because the larger number is at the bottom subtracting from the smaller one, we will get a negative result. So 104 from 70 gives a negative 34. We can now perform an operation to check to see if our answer for the quotient and remainder is correct. If the answer is correct, we will get back this equation of x squared plus 21x plus 70. We want to bring down the quotient and plus it with the remainder over the divisor. So now we ended up with a fraction. We can place x plus 13 over 1. We want to now cross multiply. Negative 34 times 1 gives negative 34. There is a plus sign here, so we place it after the negative 34. We now multiply x plus 13 by x plus 8. We use the distributive law to work out the brackets. X times x gives x squared. X times 8 gives 8x. Because both terms are positive, we place a plus sign before 8x. 13 times x gives 13x. 13 times 8 gives 104. The next step is to look for like terms. Negative 34 and 104 are like terms. And 8x plus 13x are like terms. 8x plus 13x is equal to 21x. Negative 34 plus 104 is equal to 70. We only have one x squared term, so we bring it to plus it back. So after performing this operation, we are now sure that our answer for the quotient and remainder is correct. For this example, we have 12x raised to the power of 4 plus x squared plus 11 minus 6, and we should divide it into 2x minus 1. We can place the divisor outside the housing. I want you to notice carefully that there is no x term in the equation that is being raised to the power of 3. It should be in descending order. We got x raised to the power of 4. We don't have an x raised to the power of 3 term to work with. We got x raised to the power of 2, and also x raised to the power of 1. We have to rewrite the equation in descending order. By rewriting the x raised to the power of 4, because there is no x raised to the power of 3 term, we use 0x raised to the power of 3 to represent that, along with x raised to the power of 2, and then x raised to the power of 1, which is 11x. Then negative 6. We should now place the dividend inside the housing to divide. 12x raised to the 4th power divided into 2x raised to the power of 1 equals 6x raised to the power of 3. 12 divides into 2 equals 6. X raised to the power of 4 divides into x raised to the power of 1 gives 3. Six x raised to the power of 3 times 2x gives 12x raised to the 4th power. Because when we are multiplying numbers with the same base, we just need to add the powers. Six x raised to the power of 3 times negative 1 gives negative 6x raised to the power of 3. We place like terms with each other. 0x raised to the power of 3 minus 6x raised to the power of 3 gives positive 6x raised to the power of 3. Because two negative signs give positive. We now bring down this plus sign, along with x raised to the power of 2. 6x raised to the power of 3 divides into 2x equals 3x raised to the power of 2. We place a plus sign before 2x squared because our result is positive. 3x squared times 2x equals 6x raised to the power of 3. 3x squared times negative 1 gives negative 3x squared. 1x squared minus 3x squared equals 4x squared. We now bring down the plus sign, along with 11x. 4x raised to the power of 2 divides into 2x, gives 2x. (2x times 2x gives 4x raised to the power of 2. 2x times negative 1 gives negative 2x. 11x minus 2x gives 13x, again, because 2 negative sign gives positive. We want to now bring down negative 6. 13x divides into 2x, gives 6.5 only, or a fraction of 6.5. Because the x's will cancel each other, we only left with 6.5. 6.5 times 2x gives 13x. 6.5 times negative 1 gives negative 6.5. Negative 6 minus 6.5 gives positive 0.5. So guys, we are now finished. Thank you for watching. I would like you to please perform the operation we covered in the second example to prove that our answer for this example is correct, and send your working out through our email provided in the description. And if you haven't, please remember to subscribe so you won't miss out on any of our weekly tutorials.